Nityanandam. I am Ishapriya.
My name is Sri Ishapriya.
And today we are back in doing our videos in English after a long time. We have tasted nice success by doing our videos in Creole, which is our mother tongue. So many people back in Mauritius are watching us. We are very happy to be able to share Swamiji teachings through our videos, reaching out so many people and having such a nice feedback from people. So as some of you may still recollect, some time back we started doing some videos on the, as you see, the 63 Nayanars at Tirukailayam in Adi Kailash, Nityananda Peetham, Birdi, Bengaluru. So we had earlier covered the stories of Viral Minda, several of the Nayamar, and as today we have, as we were mentioning before, even we don't know all the 63 stories. We are reading, documenting ourselves and then sharing. So today we will be talking about the Sundaral Nayanar. He is one of the most prominent one. In fact, he is the one who made the list of the other 63. So Mama is watching us from Mauritius, Nityanandam. So who was Sundaral? Sundaral was born around Tamil Nadu, again in around the 8th century. Most of the Nayanars, who was a great Shaiva devotees, they were born around the 8th century. So his parents, his birth is special, his parents also were very special. So the father was like a direct lineage from the sage Bharadwaj, and the mother was from a direct lineage from sage Gautam. And he was a very attractive boy, very nice, like if you see him as a boy. And that was one of the reasons why the ruler at that time decided to even adopt him. He was a cute boy, and he was very good at poem writing and singing devotional songs. So when he would like start singing and all, he would just capture everyone. So once what happened, he was already at the age of, like, he was an adult, and they were planning the wedding of Sundaral.
Yes.
And a twist in the story goes by, a very old saint come to that wedding and was stopping the wedding, saying that no, I have a manuscript with me, a palm leaf. At that time people was writing on palm leaf. So he say, in this palm leaf it is stated, the grandfather of Sundaral stated that he will hand me over his own grandson as my servant. I mean, as I am old, he's the guy who should look after me.
Yeah.
So everyone was shocked because no one knew this old man, and they don't know how, from where he just came, and that's also on the wedding day.
And also Sundaral was quite shocked, and he was saying like, "You old man, what are you saying?
Why are you here to stop my wedding?"
Yeah.
So then they say, okay, this matter seems to be serious.
Yeah.
So let's get the people who are expert in palm leaf to just verify, cross-check that palm leaf, and let's see if he's speaking the truth.
It's like going to the court and
Yes.
get the judgment.
So the palm leaf was verified by some counselors there, and they say yes, it is valid, it's original. So this is what the grandfather of Sundaral wanted. So Sundaral will have to follow it. So you can understand Sundaral himself was shocked. So the wedding didn't take place, and he had to follow that old saint. So then at some point of time, the old saint come in his real form, who was of course Lord Shiva by himself, in the form of Tyagaraja. And he mentioned that I had to come at this point of time to make you realize your life purpose. Your life is made to you to come down and sing devotional song about the Shaiva tradition, which will help people during the Kali Yuga to still believe in their roots and culture, still keep the tradition, and still be a spiritual person, believe in God. So your job was made specially. That's why your singing creates so much, people are so much in trance when listening to you, also like your poem and devotional song so much.
Yeah.
So Sundaral was shocked when he saw that he was already a Shiva devotee, he was already doing his singing, doing his poem. When he finds that Shiva himself takes that effort to come down on earth in the form of Tyagaraja to remind him his mission of life, he was like so grateful to Lord Shiva. And then he set off again with more, enthusiasm in his life. He visited so many places around. All the kingdom, the kings were so impressed by his way of writing poem and his way of delivering in them in Puran, in devotional songs. He was everywhere treated very nicely, like a VIP everywhere he was going. People was treating him with so much respect. Once around, when he was around Tanjore visiting the temple, he got to know a Rudra Kanya. They fell in love, and he married this Rudra Kanya and continued with his path of spirituality. Once he was visiting a king. The king was so impressed by him that he said, okay, I'm gifting you my daughter, please marry my daughter. At that point of time, Sundara just asked that lady to sit on her lap, and he started singing. Again, as usual, he was singing about Lord Shiva. Yeah. And during that song, he declares that this lady is my daughter. So he is revering her as her own daughter. And one of the miracles that also Sundara did, he did several. Among one is, there was an 8-year-old boy who died because the crocodile has swallowed that guy. So he gave the life back to that kid. It's like an incident happened some years back, and when he started, he saw the two parents of the kids. The parent was like saying, "My kids is no more, died," and saying. When he started with that bhakti, that devotion he holds for Shiva, and asking the life back of that kid, the kid just worked out. He just come and be in front of the parent, and they were all shocked. So this shows you, when you dedicate your life not for yourself but keep on enriching others' life, you are a medium of happiness for everyone. People trust you, give you respect, and you can make things so easily. When you have a connection with Lord Shiva and you know he's here to listen to you, he's here to he's a medium, you are the medium through which he can reach people. Use it the way to make other people happy, be useful for other people, make life happen, make an expanding life. That's what Sundarar did. He knew when he was singing for Shiva, Shiva is so happy, he will be pleased. Whatever he will ask, Shiva will just shower. So he just asked the life of a child. People maybe fall in doubts, say no, this is impossible. But when you live in a world of possibilities, there is nothing called impossible. A bhakti can move anything, and all those beautiful stories of each of the Nayamar, they show the dedication, the will persistence, the devotion of each of the devotees towards their Lord. So Sundarar went on like this. All his songs were even compiled as a Puran which exists today. And when he was in his old age, one of the king of that time, who was very close to Sundarar, came and requested him, let's go for, like we are already in our old age, let's go for pilgrimage. So they went together, and at a point of time, Sundarar was tired. He asked Lord Shiva, okay, take me now. So an elephant appeared and he took him to Kailash. So Sundarar said, I started the journey with a friend, I couldn't leave the king with me. Arrange for him also to come. So Lord Shiva, as you know, he's so always showering everyone. He sent a horse for that king, and they were back to Kailash, to their real abode. And that's how Sundarar poems, all in Tamil in fact, but are still here in form of the Puran and all, and still beautifully describing all the stories of Shiva. Who is Lord Shiva? What is his contribution? We all are Shiva, Sada Shivoham. He exists in every one of us. We just need to know when to call him.
Yes, and also Sundarar, you will listen. You will notice what he's mentioned in over stories of a Nayanar. So you will get to know more about him.
Yes. So if you like the stories of Sundarar, the main Nayamar, who is more respected for the devotional works, the writing, the poems that he did, who still exist today, so many temples still follow. Let us know how you like the story, and any comment, do let us know.
And Vignesh is saying that he feels very blissful when we are doing video at this place, so we'll make a quick zoom
Yes.
so that you can.
This is the Tirukailayam in Adi Kailash.
Yes.
So you will find all the Nayamars here, and if you can focus mainly in the center, we have. So first we will talk again about this Shivalinga. Can you come here? So this Shivlinga, as you can see, it was one of the Shivlinga during the construction here. When they were doing the construction, they found this Shivlinga, and Swamiji mentioned it is a Shivlinga of his previous birth that was around in this land. He's so happy to get it back. So it's something related to Swamiji Paul's life.
So all the Nayanar has been carved.
Sculpted. All are sculpted here.
Yeah.
And in the center, we have Nityanandeshwara, Nityanandeshwari and Swamiji. Thank you for watching us.
Yeah.
And when we are quite bombarded with cold because I don't know, maybe someone just shared our videos that we made on 11th of April about anyone interested to see power manifestation like body scanning, healing, remote vision, mind reading, let us know. So last 2 days we got like over 12,000 views and our phone is just ringing. We are bombarded with lots of requests.
Scanning, mind reading.
So we will just ask everyone to be patient. We are calling back people one by one. Especially we can go faster where people themselves are available. We'll ensure we don't miss anyone. We are making out a list and sharing it about both of us. So all the male bodies, I'll take your body scanning, and Sri Shapriya will take over all the male body scanning. Okay?
Yeah.
We haven't forget you. It's just that we are just truly bombarded these days. Thank you very much. Nityananda.